guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla. So today's video is a little silly because I am going to show y'all a reading vlog, and in this point in time I've already read both of the things, and this was originally going to be a 4-book reading vlog. That's what I had planned. It was going to be 4 books, then there was going to be part 2 that was going to have 3 books. But I don't know how to shut my mouth. Even when I don't have very many clips, I still just run my mouth. So pre-editing, this video is like 25 minutes long. So it'll still probably be 25 minutes once I put the intro, the outro, and then edit down the middle. Anyway, bear with me. I'm excited for this series. So as on, who's already posted theirs? Martine's channel and Bailey's channel, and everybody else is working on theirs. We are doing Read Our Friends' Faves. Now, I didn't have to do a video for this, but I'm going to. 1, because extra content, cool. 2, because I want to support my friends and read books that they enjoyed. And 3, I don't have a 3. Cool. So the books I read for this, I'm just going to tell you now so you know if you want to stay or not. I read People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, and I read Verity by Colleen Hoover. I'm not going to spoil how I felt on these. You just got to stay tuned and see what I thought. And then in another part, you'll see if it's going the way it is, where I just don't shut my mouth. The next video will also be 2 books. Maybe we'll do 3, depending on what happens. You'll see. Okay, go see what I thought. Okay, we're gonna try this. The ring light is obviously level with my eyes. I can't do anything about it. So I'm gonna try to talk to you. I'm sorry if you get distracted by the ring light, because I'm already distracted just speaking to you. So I'm gonna update you guys really quick, because I honestly think this is my first update of this particular vlog, and my first real update. And have stuff to say. So obviously for this video, I'm reading my friends' favorites, and I started with Bailey's pick, which is People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry. And I obviously read Beach Read last year, and I was supposed to read this in December, and I didn't. And so now it's January, and I'm reading it now. Anyway, I'm like 40 something, almost 50% of the way through this book. So let's chit chat about it. I am going completely feral. I'm obsessed. I'm loving it. I don't even know how to formulate my words for this right now, because it is so freaking good. So if you don't already know, it's about Poppy and Alex. Poppy and Alex go on vacations together every summer for a week or so, and then they kind of don't really talk throughout the year. Their friendship is distant, so when they do hang out together, they go on their vacations. So something happens 2 years prior, and their relationship really falls out, and they don't speak to each other pretty much at all in those 2 years. And Poppy is really upset about it, so she says, okay, let's go on a vacation. She messages Alex and says, hey, you want to go on a vacation, whatever. They find a place, cool. And basically Poppy just wants to rekindle their friendship. And this book goes back and forth between the current summer where they're on their vacation to different past summers that we kind of learn what they did on those different vacations. And then eventually it will tell us what happened on that one summer that they kind of ruined their friendship. I usually don't, it's not that I don't like it, I don't seek friendship to lovers in a trope in a book. I'm a very big enemies to lovers. I love the angst. I love the I hate you, okay, now let's make out kind of thing. But this friends to lovers, pre-established sort of relationship is making me go crazy, because I'm obsessed with it. And last night I was reading and I was FaceTiming my mom and she was reading her different book and I was reading this. And then I just could not, there were just parts I was laughing. And after we got done, I asked my mom if she was enjoying her book and she said, yes. And then I said, oh yeah, well, I'm enjoying my book. And she goes, I know, you wouldn't stop laughing. Okay, miss, drag me in the comments. It's so good. And I cannot wait to see where it goes. I really want to know what the hell happened because my suspicion is I feel like they like probably made out and then that's why. Like it was like, oh, we shouldn't have done that. But I also feel like they just probably got into a fight. I don't know. Like I really don't know what happened that they stopped being friends. And the other thing is I have started this new thing where I never annotate my books because almost always I'm reading a library book, I'm reading an ebook, listening to an audiobook. I have a hard time going into my own books just because that's just who I am. But I decided now that if I feel so inclined, I'm going to like highlight and tab in my own books. So I did that for this and I don't have a lot, but I've got like a couple little spots that I've like highlighted something. Here's a green one. And my writing is very minimal. There was a part, okay, I have to share this. So there's a part where in one of their vacations, they go to Nashville. And basically, they go into like a hotel, motel kind of thing where each room is different, like it's themed over a different country music singer. And prior, on their way, basically Poppy says that they like change playlists. Like she plays for a playlist for a while, he plays his. So basically Poppy says that her playlist has Shania Twain, Reba, Carrie Underwood, and Dolly Parton. And I highlighted Alex's playlist because Alex's playlist says that his is all Patsy Cline, Willie Nelson, Glenn Campbell, and Johnny Cash, and a helping of Tammy Wynette and Hank Williams. And so I highlighted that and I wrote, Alex, I'm in love with you. Because if you don't already know this, I am obsessed with classic country music. Now, Patsy Cline, Willie Nelson, love that man. Glenn fucking Campbell, I'm a rhinestone cowboy, right? Like, let's go. Johnny, we love him. It literally made me scream when they mentioned Tammy Wynette because Tammy Wynette is the reason why, as a child, I knew how to spell divorce. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Google Tammy Wynette divorce, listen to the song. Thanks. I don't want to play house. I love Tammy Wynette. Okay, cool. So they get to the hotel and Poppy got the room off of Groupon. So she says that, I'm not gonna tell you which room they get, but it says, I tried to request the Kitty Wells room. Emily Henry, call me, beat me if you want to reach me. This is the first time I've ever read a book that was not a country music biography to mention Kitty Wells. I don't even have the words because I love Kitty Wells. Like, Alex, I'm in love with you. Emily Henry, I'm in love with you. Like, so other than that, I'm having a blessed time. And not even other than that, with that, I'm having a blessed time. So currently in this moment, I felt horrible until I started filming this. And now that I'm talking about this book, I kind of no longer feel horrible, but I feel like I'm going to turn this vlog clip off and I'm just going to not feel good again. So I'm going to get into my bed and read a little bit and hope I don't knock out because I want to finish. I'm planning on finishing this tomorrow. So you'll have to stay tuned for me to finish this tomorrow. Normally when I read, I like to have background noise just because the silence is deafening in my body and soul. But I've read this entire book in pretty much silence and I'm having a brand new experience. Just full on, just me and the book only, nothing else. So maybe I'll do that or I'll not do that. we'll see. So I'm gonna get back to this. Cool. Okay, what's up? So we're not gonna talk about the last clip. Just, you saw it. You saw my thoughts, cool. Anyway, I finished People We Meet on Vacation by Emily Henry, and I just gotta say, y'all, this book destroyed me. It was so amazing, and I loved it so much. I think, I don't remember if I was 50% or not the last time I talked to you, but I definitely finished it. And I definitely, not a lot, but highlighted a good amount. So, like I said before, this is such a good friends to lovers. I felt so much for every character. I wanted nothing but the best. I think that I loved the transformation that each character went through to kind of get to the end and how much they grew. My only thing, and this is not about the book, this is just about my personal preference, I would have loved, I think the book as a whole was great. I think the going back and forth between the past summers and then the current summer was an amazing idea. You really saw the characters. I think the entire book would have played out differently, and how the reader feels emotionally would definitely have changed if you got Alex's perspective. But I would have loved Alex's perspective in this. I think that when you only get one side of the relationship and one side of what's going on, when like there's the big reveal at the end, you are like, wow, we could have got here. I could have felt this way earlier had I known what the guy was thinking, and it could have made it more heart-wrenching had I known what the guy was thinking. And I also just love Alex to death. I think Alex is my new fictional husband. So literally 5 out of 5 stars. Bailey, shout out, because Bailey always picks the best books. And there is, on the list that I was given from Bailey, there is only one other book on that list that I haven't already read, which I believe is called The New Husband. I don't know anything about it, but I'm definitely gonna be picking that up soon because that was on Bailey's list, and that is the only one that I have not read from her list. So I also want to see that because she gave that 5 stars. Anyway, on to my next book for this. And I was going to do 4 books in this one and then 3 in the other one. But I might break it up even more depending on how long this is after I finish this book. But maybe I'll stretch it out and make this series a little bit longer and make my friends wait even longer, but that's fine. So I chose this next book because of the 3 that I have left that I planned on doing for this video. This is the only other standalone. The other 2 are the first in a series, and I currently in this moment don't want to start a new series. Not because I just don't want, not because like that's a bad thing or anything, but in the next like week or so, I'm going to be catching up on more series or finishing more series. So I want to kind of get those out of the way and get them off my list so I can add a new series to it. But the book I'm reading is Stasia's Pick, and that is going to be Verity by Colleen Hoover. I don't think any of y'all know this on my channel, but I know this in my personal life. I was a Colleen Hoover stan in high school. I read Ugly Love when I was a senior in high school. I was 17 or 18 when I read Ugly Love, and I remember being so obsessed with her, and nobody really read her books that I was around, and then now everybody loves Colleen Hoover, so I'm like, I was here first, and then I left, and now I'm back. So, Verity. I honestly don't know anything about this. I'm pretty sure it's a thriller, and like a romance thriller, maybe? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people say that this book, like, emotionally destroyed them, which is Colleen Hoover's normal. And also, people were saying that, I saw a TikTok the other day about somebody being like, Miss Colleen Hoover, if you didn't write this book and you read this book, would you believe this or this? So that makes me nervous, because I don't know what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna get on to this, and you will see me read this, I guess. I might go get my tires changed, go get some new tires. So I might take this with me. I'm reading a couple other things not for this video, So I might read those, I might read this, I don't know, you'll see, but see you in a minute. Okay, hey guys, so it's later, it's a different day. I don't remember when I updated you, I think it was yesterday. So I am halfway through Verity by Colleen Hoover, and we all know, I've said this before, we all know my thoughts and feelings on Colleen Hoover. We know how her work impacts me. We know how her work makes me feel. I get it. This is a thriller. I'm pretty sure everybody knew that. I knew going in that it was some type of thriller. I just didn't know if it was going to be like 100% thriller or part thriller or what. Anyway, this thing's a thriller. I'm obsessed with it. It is so good. It's reading so quickly. And when I am reading, I do not want to put it down. So in a minute, Drag Race is about to be on. I'm gonna watch Drag Race, and then during the commercials, I'm gonna be reading because I need to finish this. So basically we follow Lowen Ashley. She is a writer, and she gets a deal where this one author named Verity Crawford, who's written this like really thrilling series, needs kind of a ghostwriter, co-author to finish up her series for her because Verity is unable to continue to write. So most of this book takes place when I almost called her Ashley, when Lowen goes to Verity's house and kind of goes through all of her like notes and stuff to get ideas to write the rest of the series. Cool. I don't really want to say anymore because I don't know if I say something I'm not supposed to say. You get it. But this is so easy to read. And last night I was reading it and something happened and I honestly got scared. Like I honestly was like, okay, I need to calm down. Why am I scared? And it wasn't even scary. It just kind of messed with my head a little bit. So there was that. And I am unsure about Lowen. I don't know if I like her. I think that might be the point. Like there might be just something where you're not supposed to be like, you're not supposed to love her, but I think she's unreliable. Something in my heart tells me she's unreliable. And then I'm scared to say this, but I love Jeremy. I think Jeremy's the best. But I'm gonna say this and then watch something happen where I disagree later. But you'll never know because this is no spoilers and you gotta read it for yourself. But I'm gonna keep reading. And I'm obsessed. I love it. Cover is cool. Like I really love the cover. I kind of am okay with the feel of the cover, but the consistency of the pages and opening it to read and hold, I don't like. And I think that must just be how it was produced, but I don't like it. I don't like the way this book feels in my hand. That's my one bad thing, is I just don't like how this book was produced in contrast to how other books feel in my hands. So Drag Race is gonna start in approximately 40 minutes. So I'm gonna go and watch the recap of last week's episode that is currently on. Here we go. This is gonna get finished by tomorrow. You're gonna see me tomorrow and I'm gonna say that I finished it. So, okay. So it's the next morning. I got up a while ago and I ate breakfast and did my thing, but I'm here to talk. Last night, before midnight, like it literally was before midnight, I finished Verity by Colleen Hoover. Yeah, I get it. I was here last night at, I don't remember what time, saying, hey, I'm 50% of the way through. I'm gonna go watch, I was gonna watch Drag Race. So it was 7:30 when I talked to you. I finished at like 12:10 or something. Like, I did it. So before I say anything, I want to backtrack on something that I said. Yesterday I was like, I don't like how the pages are. I don't like how the book feels. That was me being an asshole because I realized that because I thought that this was traditionally published like all of her other books. So I was like, oh, it just feels weird. It just happens to be one that feels weird. But then I realized that this is technically indie published and not a part of her publishing house that she's normally with. So I think that's why, because there was in the author's note in the back, or the acknowledgements or something, it was like, you're probably never gonna be able to find a physical copy of this book. But I guess because she got popular and people started reading this and whatever, they printed it. So I feel bad that I said I didn't like how it felt. It's not bad. I just was kind of annoyed at some points because the way it felt in my hand was a little weird, but I still read it and I enjoyed it. Okay, 5 stars, 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. I loved it. I am confused, but in a good way. This is definitely a book I'm gonna reread. I don't know what to believe. I don't know who to believe. I don't know what to say without there being spoilers. Like, all the characters I dislike now. Like, dislike is a hard word. I am suspicious of everybody. And I don't know if I want to like them, if that makes sense. I really liked Lowen in like a general sense. Jeremy was cool. Jeremy. I think because what I know from the end makes me hesitant to say that I like them. Verity is creepy as fuck. And the kids. Those poor kids. But thank you, Stasia. I loved it. I am gonna go put all the clips together and see how long this video is. It's really literally, there's no B-roll. And so I'm sorry. Welcome back to me being in this shirt in this location. This is the 2 seconds after I film my intro, and here's the outro. So you saw what I thought of People We Meet on Vacation and Verity. Now, they were both 5 stars. So shout out to Bailey and shout out to Stasia for reading these, giving them 5 stars, and then me reading them and me giving them 5 stars. Now, I also think other than that this video is just long, that I don't want to read another book and it not be 5 stars. I'm sure I'm gonna love my other friends' picks, but I don't want to read a book and it not be 5 stars and then start high, middle is high, and then just peak and it be bad. So we're gonna stop while we're up and have 2 5 stars in one video. So I hope you enjoyed my crazy self, and come back for part 2 where sneak peek, I think I'm reading a fantasy and a mystery. I think. We'll see. But come back for part 2 whenever part 2 comes up. But I'll check you guys later. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you need to do to support my channel. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!